What if there was a book so mysterious that no one could comprehend or decode it? Why would such a book be written if it is impossible to decipher its contents? Well, if this statement interests you, then you're in for a treat. The Voynich manuscript is an illustrated codex that is handwritten in an unknown script. Since the language and writing is unknown, the script has been referred to as Voyniches. The vellum on which it has been written has been dated back to the 15th century, but it is not known for sure where this script was composed and by whom it was composed. Since the purpose and origin of the script is unknown, several hypotheses have been put forth that range from natural language, fiction, a form of code or cryptography, and some have even labeled it a hoax. Much of the book's early history is unknown. However, the first confirmed owner was Georg Baresch, who was an alchemist in Prague. Now, some of you might wonder, if the origin of the book was unknown, why was it named the Voynich manuscript? The reason for this is because it was named after Wilfred Voynich, a Polish book dealer who purchased the book in 1912. The manuscript consists of 240 pages, though there is evidence that some pages are missing. Whether or not the pages were intentionally removed by someone or as a result of wear and tear is unknown. The text used in the manuscript is written from left to right, and some of the pages have some drawings and illustrations. Some of these drawings are crudely colored and seem to depict people, plants, and astrological symbols. The book currently sits in Yale University's collection of rare books and manuscripts. The manuscript measures 9.3 by 6.4 by 2 inches with hundreds of vellum pages grouped into 18 quires. The total number of pages is approximately 240, but this can vary depending on how an individual chooses to count the unusual foldouts. After some research conducted, it seems as though the book was written over a period of time, as each quire has been labeled from 1 to 20 using a numeral style that was consistent with that used in the 15th century. However, each page has been labeled in the top right corner using a style that originated at a later date. Samples of the manuscript were carbon dated by the University of Arizona in 2009, which indicated that the date of parchment was between 1404 and 1438. Polarized light microscopy was used to analyze the ink used in the outline of the drawings and text, which indicated that a quill pen and iron gall ink were used. What is more mysterious about the writing is that some text shows signs of retouching, which indicates that someone wrote over the text at a later date. Based on this, one possible explanation is that the retouching may have been used to preserve the contents of the manuscript, as the text may have faded over time. Logically, this suggests that the text contained some important information that the author or someone at a later date thought was important to preserve for the future generations. While every page contained text that is written in an unknown language, some of the pages contain text that is composed of the Latin script. This indicates that while the author had an understanding of the Latin language, he still chose to write the script in an unknown language. Perhaps this was used as some sort of code so that not many people could understand the contents of the manuscript. Away from the mystery, some theorists have argued that the manuscript itself is a hoax and that it has been written in a language that does not exist. In 2014, a group of researchers from the University of Sao Paulo used statistical methods to analyze the relationship of the words used in the manuscript. The objective of the study was not to find the meaning, but rather to look for any connections between the cluster of words. The results of the study found clear patterns and associations among the key words by measuring the frequency and the intermittence of the words, which indicated that the text is an actual language and not just gibberish. The book is divided into different sections based on different illustrations of herbal plants, astrological symbols, cosmological diagrams, and recipes. These astrological symbols are suggestive of stars, suns, and moons, while the cosmological diagrams are more obscure in nature. While there are many theories about the manuscript, including natural language, constructed language, a form of secret code, and even a hoax, none of these theories have been proven to be true or false. Despite the efforts by professional cryptographers, American and British code breakers from World War I and II, and even world-renowned deciphers such as William Friedman and John Tiltman, none of them have been able to successfully solve this mystery. Perhaps this will always be a mystery, and we will never be able to understand the contents of the manuscript. Or will we? Let me know in the comment section down below, and continue to support the channel so I can keep creating similar interesting content. Until next time.